if I lost all of my makeup, these are the first makeup products I would run to repurchase from the drugstore. So obviously this is the drugstore edition. Let's get into it. L'Oreal Lumi Lotion in number Light Glow is phenomenal for that first layer, first softly glow from within look, but also because my skin is so fair, it slightly bronzes it if it's not in the summertime. So this is beautiful. It's not metallic on the skin. It looks like your skin, but it's not like a Say Glow or a really, really shimmery, glowy product. This is a little more subtle. I like to apply this first before any primers. This is beautiful. It's kind of like a first step glowy primer. Ever since I bought the Maybelline Grippy Serum Primer, I can't stop using it. You need the tiniest amount. I usually skip my forehead, just go on the cheeks, my chin, jaw, nose, around the nose, etc. It has a nice grip, but it's not going to feel tight and sticky and just uncomfortable throughout the day, but the makeup will grip in the perfect way. e.l.f. Liquid Contour and Bronzer, beautiful, beautiful formula. It's really fluid, it blends like a dream. Even if you have it sitting there for a little bit, it will still blend out. I like using this underneath my base makeup, so think concealer or foundation. I just think it provides the most beautiful, natural dimension to my skin, especially this shade right here, Color Fair. I only like to apply mostly right here in the hollows of my cheeks, around my chin, and a little bit on the nose up here. But really easy, pigmented. It is really beautiful. Can't forget the Milani cream bronzers. These cheek kiss, these are chef's kiss in my opinion. They're really, really easy to work with, extremely pigmented. They set down to a nice soft matte finish. They're not super glowy on the skin. Very easy formula, and it's one of my favorites from all price points as well. For eyebrows, I have two options. Whichever one I would find first at the drugstore, that's what I would purchase first. But then I would purchase the other one next time. So the first one is the Maybelline Superlock Brow Glue. Any price point, this is one of the best brow glues. This formula is not crusty and it lasts all day long. Or the L'Oreal Brow 24-Hour Lamination. Same thing. You can't go wrong, in my opinion. They last, like, again, all day long, and at the very end of the day, two-step process to make sure I'm able to remove all the product from my brows. But the best part, not crusty. They don't look flaky, but they still look very natural, but shaped. Stunning. For foundations, I had a little bit of a hard time narrowing down to like top 5. So I was thinking to myself, what is the formula I gravitate towards the most and what I enjoy wearing on an everyday basis? I would purchase one of these first. Either the new Maybelline Lumi Matte Foundation or the L'Oreal True Match, the Super Blendable Foundation. And just this formula is just so lightweight. It's very fluid, so a little bit goes a long way. You can get a stunning natural medium coverage. It looks like your skin. It provides a really flawless, your skin but better finish depending how you prep your skin. If you like those natural finish foundations but last a really long time, please look at the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Foundation. The shade range is phenomenal. I feel like you'll really enjoy this product. It's so beautiful on the skin. If you love a liquid blush and you haven't tried these yet by Milani, these are the Milani Cheek Kiss Liquid Blush and Glow. Please try them. They're glowy blushes, but these, stunning. Milani makeup just in general is one of my favorites at the drugstore. On my cheeks today, I have the Cafe 150, and I like doing this step before a concealer. I've just been finding that I like when you apply the concealer not over, but like around the eyes and kind of help blend into the blush a little bit more. It just looks a little more natural on the skin in person. But these blushes, please try them if you haven't because they're gorgeous. For a setting powder or a brightening under eye powder, this new one by L'Oreal, their Infallible Blurfection Brightening Powder in light pink is one of my new favorites and I cannot stop using it. This formula is very soft under the eyes. It's very blurring in all the right ways because I find that sometimes those blurring products, they can start looking a little crepey on my skin. I like to apply it with like a powder puff, or I'll use like a little setting brush to help in those little areas where I need a little bit more precision. If you like a setting powder that is not matte, but still will set your makeup and give the most beautiful, softly diffused veil on your skin, look no further. The new Morphe, the Cloud Light Soft Glow Veil Powder. I like shade Dawn because it's vanilla with a light pink, like a balancing pink in the formula. I cannot stop using this. I cannot. Every single day, I gravitate towards this. This is a stunning formula. Again, this is not matte. So if I spread it out and kind of move my hand, you'll see a little bit of that light reflecting feature in this formula. I was worried that this was going to accentuate the textures if I set it in certain areas, but no. It is beautiful, it's stunning, and I cannot stop using it. These still have to be one of my favorite bronzers from the drugstore. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Bronzer. I have shade Light. I don't know if they're discontinuing this product altogether because I think Fair is discontinued, but I also can't find these in every single store anymore. So I hope not. If they are, I'll have to stock up on this formula because the formula is very buttery, very creamy, and the finish, it's an airbrushed soft matte finish. It's not muddy on the face, it's not streaky, so easy to blend, so easy to build up the pigment. It's one of the better drugstore bronzers that lasts all day long. If you like a powder blush, look no further. The Milani's, the Milani Baked Blushes are one of my favorites. They're oldies, but they're one of the better ones in my opinion. These two shades are some of my favorites. Number 14 Petal Primavera and number 1 Dolce Pink. I was trying to, yep, this one I've used a lot more, but I feel like I use this all the time and I still can't really break the dome. I'm getting close to it. Again, if you're thinking these are very, very shimmery and glowy, they're not. They're very subtle on the cheeks with that glow, and it's not shimmer or glitter or metallic on the cheeks, and it does not accentuate the texture. At least on my skin, it does not. It blurs, it softly sets the other makeup underneath if you're wearing like a liquid or a cream blush. One of the better formulas at the drugstore, still to this day. This Winky Uni Brow Precision Pencil is definitely hands down my most repurchased brow pencil from every price point. It's phenomenal color. I like that it is a very true neutral brown. You can, depends on how much pressure you apply, but you can fill these if you have very dark brow hairs or really light brow hairs as well. And I do like the shape. It has a nice spoolie, but again, the formula, it pairs well with so many different other brow products. For example, like these two right here, Maybelline and L'Oreal. That's what I have in my brows now. I just can't stop using them. These ColourPop, the Super Shock Shadows, honestly, you can't go wrong. If you like pop of color, a wet lid, or you like shimmer, you like sparkle, these are beautiful. I like this shade in particular, Ladybird. That's what I have on my eyes right now. So easy to use. I like using my fingertip. Just a beautiful wet looking lid. You can go very intense or very light, like a hint of sparkle on your eyes. Really stunning. I always get compliments from my daughter. She's like, "Ooh, mommy, sparkles on your eyes. I love it." So this right here, in my opinion, if your daughter gives you a compliment, you look no further. Mascara was another hard category for me because I find that drugstore mascaras are just elite. So I have two. This is the Judydoll Curling Iron Mascara, and this is the one that has the tube at a slight angle, steel wand, tiny little fibers in the formula. But what I like about this formula that is so unique is how lightweight it is, but it still provides pigment and it lifts, curls your lashes, and your lashes stay curled all day long without falling down, without losing their shape, without losing their lift and curl. Wow, is this a beautiful formula. Now the mascara that you can find at any drugstore and what I'm wearing today is the L'Oreal, the Panorama or the Panorama mascara, the voluminous line. And I really like the black brown color. It's very easy to use. I find that the black or the blackest black color is a little more intense, especially for my eyelashes because they are so blonde. So this formula right here, it gives the perfect amount of pigment, but it also doesn't look too stark on my lashes because I find that sometimes those black formulas are extremely stark and my eyes look a little unbalanced, if that makes sense. So this formula, I only like to use this on my tips and on the middles. No transfer, no smudging, and this is the washable version. They also have a waterproof version, but I find that I like the washable one just as much. There's one setting spray that I just use all the time over my usual beloved Milani Make It Last setting spray, and it's the L'Oreal Infallible 3-Second Setting Mist. Warning and a huge disclaimer: the smells and tastes like a hairspray, but it's a hairspray for your face. If you can look over all those little characteristics of this and you wait and let it set, this is a beautiful setting spray. This provides more of that natural, glowier finish, but it's not super glowy where you look wet and oily. I thought I was gonna have a harder time picking out my lip products from the drugstore because again, you have a lot of phenomenal options, but I was pretty quick with it. So lip liners, no surprise here. The Maybelline Lifter lip liners. I have two shades that I use either together or on their own. So the first one is number 6, Line Leader, and then number 7, Big Lift. But these are a little bit more on the pinkier side, which I like for my skin tone and then for my everyday lip colors. Starting with the formula, it's extremely creamy. It's very pigmented. Once they set for a while. Really, really beautiful. And then last but not least, the new reformulated, or are they reformulated or just a newer version? This is the Revlon, the Super Lustrous Glass Shine Balms. And of course the packaging is stunning, but I really like this one in particular, number 2. It's called Pink Flip, and it just looks good with any lip liner. This just gives it like your lips, but better. That's super glassy, balmy, and just stunning. And they smell really good. Let me just reapply some. I know this was quite the list, but honestly, this would be the makeup that I would run straight to the drugstore to buy right away if I lost all of my makeup. They all sit right here on top of my table, so I can have access to them whenever I'm doing my makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed what I would purchase or repurchase right away if I lost my makeup. What are some of your products that you cannot live without or you just use all the time and you'd be so sad if you lost them? But for now, thank you for watching, spending time with me, and I'll see you in the next one.